it's that time of year when friends gather by the fire, but some flames aren't so friendly. Tonight's tale takes us to a snowy retreat near Witch's Peak, where Lydia and her friends awaken an old spirit with a chilling vendetta. Stay tuned for Holiday of Horror.
Springfield, Massachusetts was the perfect starting point for a winter holiday getaway. The city was bustling with holiday cheer, and the nearby woods promised a peaceful retreat. Lydia and her friends, Alex, Maria, and Jason, decided to rent a secluded cabin to escape the city's hustle and bustle. They looked forward to a week of relaxation, snow-covered landscapes, and cozy nights by the fire. The cabin was charming, nestled deep in the woods and far from any neighbors. It had a rustic feel, with old wooden beams and a large stone fireplace. As they unpacked and settled in, a light snowfall began, adding to the festive atmosphere. That evening, they gathered around the fire, enjoying hot cocoa and sharing stories. As the night wore on, Jason brought out a deck of cards and suggested they play a game. Lydia noticed an old book on the mantelpiece, bound in dark leather. Curious, she picked it up and flipped through the pages. The book was filled with local legends and ghost stories, including one about a nearby hill called Witch's Peak. According to the legend, Witch's Peak was the site of an old settlement where a woman accused of witchcraft was executed. Before her death, she cursed the land and anyone who stayed there, vowing to return every winter solstice to exact her revenge. The cabin, as it turned out, was built near the base of Witch's Peak. The group laughed off the story, dismissing it as mere folklore. But as the night grew colder, strange things began to happen. The fire flickered and dimmed, casting long, eerie shadows on the walls. The wind howled outside, growing louder and more insistent. A chill settled in the air, making the hairs on the back of Lydia's neck stand up. Suddenly, the lights went out, plunging the cabin into darkness. Maria let out a nervous laugh. "Okay, who's playing a prank?" But it was no prank. The wind outside intensified, and the cabin creaked and groaned as if under immense pressure. Alex fumbled for a flashlight, illuminating the room with a shaky beam of light. The wind outside carried a faint, mournful wail, sending chills down their spines. Jason, ever the skeptic, suggested they go outside to check the generator. Reluctantly, Lydia and Alex followed, leaving Maria by the fireplace. As they stepped out into the cold night, the wind seemed to whisper around them, carrying unintelligible words. The generator was still running, but the wires had been cut. Alex cursed under his breath. Who would do this? Lydia felt a growing sense of dread. We should go back inside. Something doesn't feel right. As they turned to head back, a shadowy figure appeared on the edge of the woods, barely visible in the dim light. It was a woman, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, her face obscured by a veil. She pointed towards them, her voice rising above the wind. "Leave this place!" Panic set in, and they rushed back to the cabin. Inside, they found Maria staring into the fireplace, her eyes wide with fear. "The woman, she was here. She spoke to me." The group huddled together, the reality of the legend sinking in. They had disturbed something ancient and malevolent. The temperature dropped further, frost forming on the windows and walls. The wind outside howled louder, now sounding like a chorus of anguished voices. The shadowy figure appeared again, this time inside the cabin. The temperature plummeted, and the air filled with the scent of burning herbs. The figure moved towards them, her face still obscured. "You are not welcome here," she hissed, her voice echoing unnaturally. Desperate, Lydia remembered the book. She grabbed it and flipped through the pages, searching for anything that might help. She found a passage describing a ritual to appease the spirit, involving the burning of specific herbs and an offering of food. They quickly gathered what they could, a piece of bread, some herbs from the kitchen, and placed them in the fireplace. As they chanted the words from the book, the wind outside began to die down. The temperature slowly rose, and the figure faded, her presence lingering like a shadow in the room. The lights flickered back on, and the wind returned to a normal, gentle breeze. The group sat in stunned silence, the gravity of their encounter sinking in. They spent the rest of the night huddled together, too afraid to sleep. The next morning, they packed up and left the cabin, vowing never to return. As they drove away, Lydia glanced back at Witch's Peak, shrouded in mist. She couldn't shake the feeling that they had narrowly escaped a terrible fate. The story of their holiday of horror spread through Springfield, becoming a local legend. The cabin remained abandoned, a reminder of the vengeful spirit that haunted Witch's Peak, and the holiday that nearly ended in tragedy.